Up doing?
I pretty much just found like different products, like I would say lashes and a few different products that I could sell to people that a lot of people used, and I used that to just make money. I would sell lashes and different things, and found like different people out there that was over the age or that could buy me a hotel. Like, hey, I got this money. I'm making money out here. Can you just get this? Cause I gotta just stay there. Some nights I even slept outside. Like,
Some nights you slept
yeah, like,
outside.
yeah,
Wow, but you picked up different hustles
yep, mhm,
and you sustained
yes, I did.
and bought your own rooms and sometimes you slept outside. Do you hear the humility in this young woman?
Wow.
The survivor she is,
Yep,
Yeah.
the heart she has. Huh?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
had to do what I
Y'all
had to
hear
do.
that? Wow.
Yeah, and I could say like it's not that crazy to even talk about. Like my mom, she here in the crowd right now,
Your
and
mom's here. Hey, mom.
mama sitting in the
Okay,
crowd.
mom.
Yeah, she out there. She always supported me. Like I was saying, like when I ran away, like she never was like come back, come back. She was always just like trying to find out ways like that she could support me. More so asking me to come back because if she was, I would say that at that time period, if she was to keep asking me to come back, I probably wouldn't talk to her because then I would feel like she didn't understand. But she always understood.
Wow, so mom knew how to navigate that. Cause that
She
is
really
a tough
did.
situation. Like you should what she said, fathom that. Mom would just kept talking about come on home. It's like, hold up. You know I'm going
Yeah.
through stuff. You don't hear me either. So that was great, mom, being there with your daughter, hats off to you, You know, wow. That's amazing. So you say you
Yeah.
start working on plans to get into music and to move to Ohio with it.
Yep. When I was 18. So I made this plan at 15, and then at 18 I moved here
Why Ohio?
because I grew up in Florida. My whole family's in Ohio. So at that
You wanted to
time,
go back around family.
yeah,
Did you
family.
know the family that was already here? And did you have a relationship with them?
Yes, I knew them. A relationship with them, not exactly.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
But you still want to be around people you can say.
Yeah, and just how I grew up in Florida away from them, I didn't want that for my son. I wanted to make sure that he was around like just that support and family.
And you said it's your son or your daughter, you say?
Son,
Son. How old is your son now?
he's 2.
He's 2.
Yeah,
Son's father in your life? In your lives?
he's not.
No? It's tough, man. Tough. One blow after another, you know. But you're here,
I am here.
a survivor, brand ambassador, didn't fold. What was the plan like? You was like, what were you telling yourself?
So I was telling myself that through everything I was going through, I always told myself like, hey, okay, this is what I'm going through. I may have to pause on my music, but I still was working on my music every day. And I would tell myself, okay, I'm writing and I'm working on pain music, and then next I'm gonna work on dance music, which recently a few months ago I put out a song called Walk In, and I got to dance to it. So I pretty much just told myself like to keep going and keep practicing every day, and that I'm gonna make it to the top.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
you got a question, having sent.
Okay.
Evan, I got a question. I
Okay,
want
what's
to
the
ask you.
question?
It don't appear that Mama downrated Daddy, but did you hear any of that downrating separation of the male and female, your mom and dad?
You said, can you repeat the question?
Do you see? Did your mother downrated your daddy? You know, put him down. Downrate. Tell you that he
Um,
ain't no good. You don't need him. Because that's the end thing now.
Did that happen?
Separating of the male and
so
female.
what I could say is that she never really talked bad about him, but she did tell me her feelings about him a lot. I would listen like to how she felt about him and how she felt about certain situations, or just I would be somebody that I would say it felt like that she would cry to about him, but to say, okay, he's not this, he's not that. She never really did that, but I do feel like I was somebody that was like a therapist to her.
You felt like you were a therapist to your mom in that situation.
Yes.
Why?
Mm,
Why
that's
so?
big,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
For real.
a lot of the times I would have like a lot of like different feelings about my father and certain things, and then it would be like, so did she. So when it came to me talking about how I felt, it was like I would hear how she felt. So I just wouldn't talk about it, and over time, it got better. But
You
yeah.
started to compartmentalize your feelings and everything, and that's what caused you to leave.
What caused me to leave, just him not being safe and just leaving for my safety and my
Yeah,
future.
yeah, yeah. Did you try to? You say you try to be a therapist in your own right. Were you telling your mom she need to leave out the home too? Were you saying any of those things?
Yeah, I've always like, up to now, I would say this year has been a lot of like me just setting a boundary and just trying to stop doing that, because the more that I try to make somebody leave a situation that they can't, is like it hurts me more than me already leaving and trying to get somebody else to leave. So yes, a lot of the
Setting
time.
boundaries at 18.
Beautiful.
Man, that's tough, man. You never know what people go through, man. But you do gotta set boundaries and things of
Yeah.
that nature.
Yeah.
Did you stay in touch with friends from the East Coast, Miami, and everything?
Yeah, I still talk to people. I be calling them every day. I be going to Miami, West Palm Beach once a year or twice a year, 3 times. I was just down there in January. Had a podcast on Fresh and Fit, met DJ Academics and all of them down there. It
Oh,
was
you met
fun.
DJ Academics?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I think I seen that on the web. You had like, what you were at a studio or something like
I was
that?
at Fresh and Fit podcast,
Okay,
so it was a
okay.
podcast out there.
How was that like meeting DJ? If y'all don't know DJ Academics, he's a well-known media personality, and he deals with a lot of people in the industry, and that was pretty big to do that. What did he think of your movement and everything?
It was cool. It was fun. He's funny. He be talking a lot of mess. But it was definitely fun. Just like we sitting here, just chilling and talking. That was just like that. He's not nothing too crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
So you flew here.
I did.
You doing? And so where did you go when you landed? Where
Yeah, I stayed with the family member for some time, and then
you had already set that in motion?
yep,
Yeah.
yep,
So they were there to receive you at the airport, and
yep.
happy to see you, and you had your little one with you.
Yes. So, yeah. So at first, when I first moved here, I moved in with my pops, which is my mom's dad. And
Oh, your
at that time,
grandpops.
yeah, yep,
Okay.
him. And
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and at
Did
that
he
time,
know what you were going through with your dad and in those situations? Did he know about that?
I think that he may have known, but at that point, it was like 3 years later. I was 18, so what I was going through at that time was pregnancy. And at first, when I came, he actually did not know that I was pregnant. I stayed there for some time, and he didn't know I was pregnant. When I did tell him, I ended up leaving and
Were
moving
you
somewhere
fearful to
else.
tell him?
I wasn't sure how to tell him. I'm just like,
Yeah, I'm
like
in
how
your
do I
place.
tell him? Like
I
I
don't
don't
know how to
know.
tell you this. I'm in your place. I don't know how you might feel about it.
Yeah,
You might say, open the door and ask me to go.
yeah.
So yeah, I know that was tough.
And that is what happened. Basically, after I like stated, I'm pregnant and everything, I think I ended up moving out. Probably less than 3 days later, I moved in with my cousin.
What he told you had to go?
Yeah, but it wasn't more so like, oh, I'm just kicking you out. It's just that he was worried because he had a cat, and he's like, I don't know. That's what he was saying. Like, cause he have a cat, he didn't want it to be like to trigger me in
Anything
my
with,
pregnancy.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Maybe a little tough love. I don't know. Maybe he was a
yeah,
little fearful himself of that whole situation. I don't
yeah.
know.
And something crazy. You want to know something crazy? Okay, so you believe in God?
Yeah, I do. But hold that thought. We're gonna take a quick break
Okay.
real quick. Have a sit. Hold that thought. We'll revisit that. We'll be right back in a minute. Play it to you. That's me, Hollywood in the Hood.